I see myself as to be a very minimalist, environmentalist person, so I like my jewelry to be organic and have a purpose. So, I mean, what? I need to stir my tea? I see myself as to be a very...
I'm sure a couple of decades ago, these types of people will be put into mental institutions, but here we are.
For work today, and my father said, "Are they gonna let you wear that lamb hat? Really? Are they gonna let you wear that?" I work at a smoke shop, sir. Can somebody talk? Is this cute? Do I look stupid?
I don't really believe in gender. Like, I think the idea of a man is it's a social construct. So I don't think we need the social construct of manhood at all. People use it to categorize society, and like we like to put things in boxes because it's easy for us to understand the world if we can put it in categories, but I don't think we need that. And I actually think that if we get rid of that, we can understand each other as human beings a little bit more. I'm non-binary, and I have gone about the world being like, it's 1 and 2, and it's this category or the other one, and neither of them have ever really felt good to me. And I have actually had a hard time, like, I've seen interviews like this that's like, what is a woman, and nobody can come up with an idea. I don't have a definition either, so I just don't think it's something that we need. I've never had a comfortable experience in either one, and I've never been able to really relate to one side of it or the other, so I've never needed it.
What's going on right now is absolute nonsense.
I don't know if you are aware of this, but everyone has a prostate. Literally everyone. But again, this is part of that biology you would have learned if you had stuck with it past middle school.
The rainbow colored hair always gives them away. I wouldn't have even needed to hear the full video to know that there was a bunch of nonsense that was going to come out of this person's mouth.
If you were born a boy, you stay a boy. Girls are girls right from the start. When you're born a girl baby, you grow up to be a bigger girl and then a woman. Only girls can grow up to be the mummies. Only boys can grow up.
I have to say this, but the sea levels are rising, and the reason being is because of what we just saw in this video.
Hey guys, I wanted to show y'all my outfit. I'm going out tonight for my birthday. My top is from Amazon. Cuffs and fishnets are from Amazon. This little clutch is from Shein, along with my skirt. Leg warmers are not keeping me warm, but they're from Amazon. And then I have pneumonia shoes, and that's it. I am about to catch pneumonia, so I will see y'all later.
For anyone who wants to know where she actually got this skirt from, she got it from the picnic table aisle in Home Depot.
Is the gender pay gap real?
Yes, men statistically get paid more than women, even in the same position of power.
Do you work like a job at the moment?
No, I don't.
Okay, got it. If the gender pay gap exists, women are paid less for the same job, why wouldn't firms just hire only women?
Men, especially men in power, think that women below them can't do the job as well. So that's one of the reasons they do get paid less, and they just think men do the job better. So that's why they end up hiring men, even though they do pay the women less.
If women can do the job just as well, then why would they not just hire women? They can just pay them less for the same job.
Because they don't. They want men to fill those roles because they want the men to go up in power and get better at the job they're working at.
The fact that people still say this nonsense about the gender pay gap just goes to show you the IQ level of these people. I would say they're correct that there is a gender pay gap, but the reason as to why there's a gender pay gap is because men work longer and harder than women. If you want to call anything sexist, biology is sexist.
Can you provide a definition for the word woman?
Can I provide a definition? No.
Yeah.
I can't.
You can't?
Not in this context.
So
I'm not a biologist.
The meaning of the word woman is so unclear and controversial that you can't give me a definition?
Senator, in my work as a judge, what I do is I address disputes. If there's a dispute about a definition, people make arguments, and I look at the law and I decide. So I'm not.
The fact that you can't give me a straight answer about something as fundamental as what a woman is underscores the dangers of the kind of progressive education that we are hearing about.
I just want to let everyone know that this person is supposedly a judge. If this is a judge, then I should be able to be whatever the heck I want to be, because the standards that we have now are absolute shambles.
For some reason, you can't use neopronouns to refer to me, and you need a word that you already know how it fits into the English language. You may refer to me as it, its. They, them makes me super dysphoric. It, its is cool. Non-noun neopronouns are still my preferred, especially the ones that keep the E sound, like E or Z or V. But if you need a pronoun, like while you're learning those, or if for some reason neopronouns are inaccessible to you, then it, its. Of course, if you're not using my pronouns just because you don't want to or you think they're invalid.
And I identify as someone who now gives you your pronouns, and your pronouns are Dingleberry Musk.
Chinese students are learning quantum physics, and we've got our students learning how to twerk from drag queens. It's not going to end well. This is grooming. This is ideological mind control. It's introducing this to a group of individuals, especially to young kids who have no business learning any of this sexually explicit material. This is not about being anti-gay. This is about keeping this out of the classroom because it does not belong there.
You're driving 80 miles per hour. How long does it take for you to go 80 miles?
Like 2 hours?
Yeah. Hour and a half.
Hour and a half?
And these people more than likely are of the age to vote. Let that sink in, people.
I'm not gonna lie, I appreciate you guys so much.
Thank you.
You guys are saving more women for me.
You are fetus phobic because what you're saying is a human fetus in the womb doesn't have the same rights as someone.
Is a fetus? What gender is a fetus? What sexuality is a fetus? What religion is a fetus?
Well, a fetus can be male or female, and that's determined when egg and sperm unite and that DNA code is created.
Saying that I do not think that we should be supporting something that is not born more than people that are already out here in the world does not make me fetus phobic.
You're phobic of fetuses. You're labeling a whole class of human beings as less than you, and you're judging them, and you're saying because you were born, you have the right to end the life of another human being.
Are you arguing that I am ageist or fetus phobic? Because there is a complete difference. It would be okay for you to say that I'm ageist because I have something against babies, but there is no such thing as being fetus phobic. I have never once heard that, not even in any of the research.
I know, I just made it up tonight. It's really great.
Mass detected, opinion disregarded.
I identify as trigender. This is my trans identity, and I am a man, a woman, and non-binary.
Transgender cop car. Look at that.
Are you guys cops, or you just identify as cops?
I don't know if this is real, but I genuinely wouldn't be surprised if it was real because of the nonsense that's going on right now.
I pride myself on being a teacher who's very open about her life. And one of the things I'm very open about is my sexuality. I have a trans flag, a bi flag, a non-binary flag, all on my desk at my work. But there's one thing I'm not open about, and it's being poly. And today that actually became something I had to worry about for the first time. See, the kids are interviewing us teachers as a part of learning how to write profiles on others. They'll soon be doing it with each other, but they're starting with the teachers so they can all work together on one subject. And one of the kids on Tuesday is going to ask me if I have a partner. And the answer is yeah. And I have another one too. And I don't know how to handle that conversation, because while I know that the kids are more accepting of things like homosexuality, bisexuality, all of that, polyamory is not in the conversation. It's not something that is talked about. And I worry not only would this be something that might lead to rumors that I am cheating on my partner or that I am a swinger or something like that, but would also just totally derail the class. So the obvious answer, the one that I went to first, is I'm not going to talk about it.
But that feels wrong too. I don't like lying to my students. I don't like telling them falsehoods. And also, I don't feel comfortable answering the question by saying, yes, I have a partner, and having to pick which one I pick as the face for my relationship. That feels super, super gross, right? So I guess what tentatively I've decided after talking with my co-teachers and my assistant principal is maybe the right way to do it is answer the question honestly. Say, while I don't feel comfortable talking about who I'm in a relationship with in this specific setting, I will say that I am bisexual. I've dated people of many different genders. And if you're interested to talk about that or my own specific relationship, if you're really, really insistent, let's just not do it in the classroom setting, and we can do it like in lunch or in the after school GSA club or something like that, where maybe it's a little bit more of an acceptable and understanding situation to bring this up. Now, this is a long rambling thing, and that story has kind of wrapped itself up neatly, or at least it will on Tuesday. But I think it talks to a much broader issue, which is that, like, this is a really nuanced thought process I had to have, where I had to consider the emotional maturity of the kids, where I had to consider what they already know and are talking about and what they don't know and aren't talking about, and also have to consider how does this fit in with the content that I'm teaching. And the fact of the matter is, this is not a conversation that conservatives are having at all. They've decided that blanket statement, like, you can't do this at all. There's no place for it. And that just shows such a lack of thought and care. They're not understanding their children as people and where they're at. They're not understanding the content that is necessary, and they're not reckoning with any kind of reality. Yeah, maybe like this is going to be an uncomfortable situation that may lead to some strange conversations, but that's part of being a person. And I'd rather have the kids be able to have those conversations in a safe place at school than on the internet where there's no one to make sure they're learning the right, respectful information.
There are so many other things that you should be teaching your kids, and I'm sure this is not one of them.